As April came to a close, Cal State LA teams continued competing for momentum, positioning, and postseason opportunities. Track and field welcomed programs from across the region to the Jesse Owens track for the Twilight Open, giving the Golden Eagles a chance to compete at home late in the season. The meet featured several strong performances for Cal State LA, including a personal best for junior Sanaya Pointer.
In the discus, I haven't PR'd in that since like a year, 2 months ago at Long Beach, but I finally hit it today at our home meet, so that was a really big accomplishment for me. I hit a 41.05. With us, we don't have a lot of home meets, so it's like when we have it, this is the time where everybody has that kind of boost in their camaraderie and their motivation to do good.
These results highlighted the progress the Golden Eagles continue to build late in the season. Meanwhile, Summer Stevenson didn't perform like her normal self in long jumps, but it was enough for second place in Flight 2.
Today, so far, my performance has been a little messy all over the place. Kind of had a few big jumps that didn't count, so I had to scoot back a little bit and get a safe jump, which wasn't a good mark at all, but I went back into it in the last three and really gave it my all and ended up getting a decent mark for my last jump. I don't do too much. I like to focus on one thing, so one of it might be drive out in the back, another one might be look up when I'm jumping, or attack, be aggressive. Just one thing so that I'm not confusing myself too much.
On the men's side, big performances like the one of Nicholas Aninze in the 400 meters added to strong efforts across multiple events.
I just kept doing what my coach asked me to do, just keep sweeping my hands, keep pushing through, because at practice that's one thing they always tell me, just picture myself going through the line. So I just powered through. Running at other places was still good, but I think running at a home meet give us the home advantage. So it's because we tend to practice here, it builds our confidence. So since the home meet is really important, because we work out here every day.
For Cal State LA, the Twilight Open served as another important step toward postseason competition. We move from the track to the diamond.
That one into left field. Come on, left fielder. It's going to drop for a base hit. One run will score, tie the game. Here comes the second run. Ben Lee comes in standing. A 2 RBI single by Caden Victorian gives the Golden Eagles a 2-1 lead.
Cal State LA baseball entered the final weeks of the regular season with plenty still to play for. A recent home series against Cal Poly Pomona featured offense, momentum swings, and late drama throughout the weekend. In the opener, the Golden Eagles rallied late behind the 2 RBI single from Ben Lee in the 9th inning, but fell just short in an 11-10 loss.
I think Hueso competed out there. A couple pitches got him in trouble, and with the long ball. But overall, our pitching, just a lack of command for our off-speed pitches led to the fastball getting hit. We won it. We definitely won it. This season's been a little bit of a grind, and we're trying to get everything to go in at the same time, hitting, pitching, off defense. But we're going to just keep grinding. I think they did a good job attacking mistakes and picking up the fact that we weren't throwing fast off-speed pitches for a strike. So tomorrow it just comes down to us doing our thing and just sticking to our game plan.
No, it's still the game. It's a tough loss, but we'll show up again tomorrow ready to go. It's all about winning the series. So we still have an opportunity to win the series, and that's what we're planning on doing.
As that one hit behind third into left field, coming in is Panarisi. He's underneath it, and he makes the catch. And Cal State LA wins the home finale and splits the series with the Broncos with a 7-4 victory.
Cal State LA answered by splitting the remainder of the series, keeping themselves in the conference race entering the final stretch. But the road got tougher after that. The Golden Eagles dropped a 7-3 game in Bakersfield before traveling to San Marcos for the final series of the regular season.
Victorian laces it into center field. It'll get down for a base hit and around third. Manuel, he stumbles for a moment. Over to third. Kent trying to tag Penuelas.
In the finale, Cal State LA was tied early before an 8-run 5th inning helped San Marcos pull away in a 12-3 Golden Eagles loss. Now sitting at 26-24 overall and 16-16 in conference play, the Golden Eagles must wait to learn if their season will continue in the CCAA tournament.
Steven, thank you so much for being here today. How was your experience like covering the month in Golden Eagle athletics?
Yeah, thank you, Josmari. It was an amazing experience. I think anytime I get to cover Cal State LA sports, it's always a great experience. But at this point in the year, when these athletes are competing for momentum, playoff positioning, the games just mean that much more, that the excitement level just goes up, way, way higher. So I think overall, it's nice to see these athletes that we'll see in our classrooms, we see on campus. They're normal students, but once they step on the diamond, the field, the track, the green, etc., they turn on that competitiveness, and it's amazing to see. And I think it's a credit to the coaching staff of all of our athletics. I think the coaches are great, and they prepare the athletes well. That the first player on the roster to maybe the last player on the roster, everyone rallies around each other for one common goal, and you see that. It doesn't matter the score; they can be down, up. The competitiveness stays the same, and I think it's just amazing to see.
For sure, I couldn't agree more. Before the season starts for the Golden Eagles, we hear a lot of talk about women's basketball and men's baseball. What's one sport that you think should be getting more attention that isn't probably getting it?
That's a great question. So I would say women's golf. Currently, they just placed second at the CCA championships. So they head to Pueblo, Colorado to play in the NCAA West Regionals. So a top 5 finish there would actually push them to the NCAA championships. So I think that's a really hot story that students need to keep an eye on, especially considering that just yesterday they had 3 players named to the all-conference team in Jocelyn Ayala, Daniela Andrade, and Talia Gutman.
Perfect. I couldn't agree more. I think it's amazing to see you cover, especially sports that maybe aren't getting that coverage. Thank you so much, Stephen, for joining us.